This is an interesting case that came into the office. Patient has a very overclosed VDO. And whenever you mount it, you can actually contour this stone to make it mimic the chin a little bit so you have a better idea of what it's going to look like after you finish this. Take this lower denture, get everything mounted, and we will go from there.
Grab your duplicated opposing arch and make sure that there is no air bubbles or anything that is going to occlude your bite registration. Also grab your bite, make sure that the high points and the very fine detail is taken away. That way just the cusp tips are there. Your bite registration will come out far more accurate. And when you rubber band everything together, try to get it in a trifecta, not just right in the middle, so that it holds it securely. Now get your plaster together, whip it up with the right water powder ratio, and get these models mounted.
Usually after you have these mounted, there should be a spot here in the back to where you can put your finger under there and pop it off. And you have this little indention here that you can set the denture back. Now you're able to visualize how much lower prosthetic, because his upper is not implant retained and it's kicking the denture back. Most denture patients after losing their teeth have this natural tendency to want to shift their lower jaw forward. That way they can touch in the anterior and chew, but it will kick this denture down and it will start polishing off these teeth. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut these teeth off. We will use this carbide burr from Dedico. Information for it. We've cut most of the way through these teeth, and just so you can visualize the trough there, now I'm going to finish it out, trying to go very carefully around these teeth so I can preserve the anatomy. So now I've cut underneath each of these teeth and outlined their neck anatomy. I should be able to pop this off. And then they're in two separate pieces. I'm gonna go finish off this side. Now we have the teeth cut off both sides. And I wanted to mention, if this is an implant case, always be careful and mindful of where you're drilling. These housings aren't cheap, and you want to maintain the implant position, because if you didn't put any implant analogs in, it's going to be very difficult and you might have to pick it up chairside. Okay, so now we have the lower denture tacked down with a little bit of wax. A lot of people ask, can you use sticky wax? Sure, but you should care about your work, and sticky wax is useless. Take the posterior teeth and wax them in ideal location.
All right, this is showing me using the old classic salt and pepper method, just filling in those voids that I showed you prior, putting it in a pressure pot and letting it cure for the allotted amount of time. And then this runs through my characterization and polishing sequence to get the denture ready for delivery to the patient.
Now you should be done with the denture. It should be nice, polished. On the lingual surface, you will be able to see the finish line, but on the buccal, as long as you festooned around the teeth while you were trimming it, it should look nice and presentable to the patient. Most importantly, when it's on the model, the bite is far superior now. We have him in bilateral crossbite. He will in time wear in his dentition just like he has on the rest of it, and he is a happy camper. Cheers.